It started quietly. So quietly that most people didn't even notice it at first. A faint vibration, a low murmur in the walls, a hum that seemed to come from nowhere. The year was 2013, and the city of Windsor, Canada, was living through one of the strangest acoustic mysteries ever recorded. But this part of the story doesn't take place in a neighborhood or an open field. It takes place inside a single building, a 10-story office tower downtown where, according to dozens of employees, the walls themselves vibrated every night. At first, people blamed old machinery, maybe the ventilation system, maybe the pipes, maybe the elevator motors, until one night, a security guard named Daniel was patrolling the 7th floor when he felt the floor beneath him tremble. Soft at first, then stronger, like a giant engine idling under the building. He pressed his hand to the wall. It was vibrating. The lights flickered. Dust drifted from the ceiling. And then he heard it clearly. A deep, resonant hum. Not mechanical, not electrical, almost organic. He called maintenance. They shut off every system in the building. Heating, cooling, elevators, electrical subpanels, even the rooftop units. The humming didn't stop. By the next morning, 2 more people reported the same experience. Then 5. Then dozens. Entire floors were abandoning early because of headaches, dizziness, and pressure behind the eyes. Some described the hum as something they felt more than heard, like a low frequency vibrating through their bones. Engineers inspected the structure. No cracks, no loose beams, nothing that could explain the phenomenon. They placed sensors throughout the building, expecting to find a hidden mechanical resonance. Instead, they recorded a consistent 36 Hz vibration pulsing through the walls, a frequency that didn't match anything inside the structure. When investigators expanded their search, they discovered something unsettling. The hum wasn't limited to the building. People across the city have been complaining for months about strange nighttime vibrations. Windows rattling, objects shaking, pets panicking. No one could identify the source. Many thought it was construction. Others blamed factories across the river in Michigan. But the vibration inside the office tower was different. It was stronger, more focused, almost centralized. It felt like the building was acting as a tuning fork. Researchers performed resonance tests. They struck beams, ran control frequencies, even simulated underground shaking. None recreated the effect. Whatever was causing the hum wasn't coming from the building. It was using the building. Late one night, Daniel, the same guard who first reported it, returned to the 7th floor. He placed a glass of water on a table, turned off all lights, and waited. At 2:13 a.m., the vibration started again. The water rippled. A drawer slid open, and the hum grew louder, steady, rhythmic, like a distant engine or something breathing. He filmed everything, but the camera captured only the sound, not the movement in the walls. Experts expanded the investigation underground. They checked for seismic activity, gas movement, pressure changes. They found none. The ground beneath the building was stable. Then came the most disturbing discovery. When researchers mapped the vibration intensity through the building, they found a perfect vertical pattern. The hum's strength aligned with a single invisible column running from the basement to the roof, like a beam of energy passing straight through the structure. What could produce something like that? Some theorized it came from across the river. Heavy industrial machinery, steel mills, or cross-border freight operations. But none of these explanations accounted for consistency, the frequency, or why the hum intensified only at night. Others blamed geological activity, but no earthquakes were recorded, no shifting plates, no underground caverns. A team of physicists then proposed something unusual, a standing wave, a low-frequency wave trapped between landforms, bouncing back and forth until amplifying inside certain structures. The office tower, with its steel frame and height, may have been the perfect resonator. But that theory collapsed when sensors placed outside the building measured a higher intensity inside than outside, as if the building wasn't amplifying a wave but attracting it. At the peak of the mystery, several employees refused to return to work. People reported nightmares, nausea, sudden anxiety. One woman claimed she woke at night feeling the hum inside her chest. And then, just as mysteriously as it began, the humming stopped. No warning, No final surge. One night it was there, the next night it was gone. Investigators never reached a definitive conclusion. The official explanation: industrial acoustic interference. But privately, many admitted the data didn't match any known industrial source. The building still stands today. During the day, it's ordinary. Offices, hallways, elevators, nothing unusual. But some nights, according to a handful of late shift workers, you can still feel it. A faint vibration, a tremor in the walls, a hum rising from nowhere. And each time it returns, instruments detect the same 36 hertz pulse, as if whatever caused it once hasn't truly disappeared. Maybe it moved, maybe it's waiting, or maybe the building didn't hum at all. Maybe it was responding,